Hi, this is Lisa Kelly, Notre Dame author and class of 1993, and you are watching the Two Irish Brothers show. Cheers and go Irish.
Here's Zibikowski trying to get to the outside. He has blockers in front. Tom Zibikowski, Malone to beat, shakes him off to the 5 and a touchdown.
What is up, everybody? I am Benjamin Walters. Welcome into the Two Irish Brothers show. It's finally here. It's Clemson week. But before we get into the Clemson week, here is my co-host.
Oh, yeah, Benjamin Walters of the Two Irish Brothers show. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's the Macho Man, Randy Savage. I'm filling in for Sean on this special Halloween weekend of the Two Irish Brothers show, and it is a big week for Notre Dame football. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The Clemson Tigers are this week's matchup, and this is the big one. Yes, they are 4-4, but it doesn't matter. It's going into Death Valley. It's I walked through the valley of the shadow of death, man. And yeah, the Fighting Irish are going to need to be ready for this one, Ben. What do you say? Oh yeah.
Yes, this is a game that I think all of us Irish fans know that Clemson has had circled on their schedule since the minute that it was announced that we were coming to Death Valley, or headed south with Clemson after the beatdown that we gave the Tigers last year, and one of the biggest upsets, if you will, of the year. Clemson's record doesn't tell how good they are. We know that. You know that, Randy Savage.
Yes, we do. Oh, yeah.
You know, the last time that Clemson was a 500 team at this point, you have to go all the way back to 2004.
Yes, you do.
And
Yeah.
with Tommy Bowden. So, you know, Clemson's definitely in a down year, but we can't take them lightly. We can't. This is a very, very, very dangerous football team that can totally derail our momentum and our season.
Well, first off, I want to say sorry about the delay. My internet connection's having some problems, so there was a few glitches there, in case you didn't know, Ben. But you're absolutely right what you just said. I still heard you. We cannot take this team lightly, and here's why. Even though the Irish are coming off a beatdown of the Pitt Panthers, yes, it was a great game, 58-7. Yeah, one of the best punt returns I've ever seen by Chris Tyree, but it doesn't matter. Even though this Clemson team is 4-4, like I said to start the video, they're playing with a team. They're playing like a team that they have nothing to lose. All right, man. They have nothing to lose.
No.
They're going to want to play spoiler for the Irish, who have everything to lose right now, because here's what the Irish have that the Clemson Tigers don't. No, the Irish don't have a chance to make the playoffs, all right? Yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. But the Irish do have a chance to make an NY6 Bowl and a chance to win a major bowl game since the 1994 Cotton Bowl, so it's been a long time, all right? Yeah. Yeah, that was back in 1994. I was still wrestling for the WWF, but I was doing commentary, not in the ring. I didn't get back into the ring till I went to WCW. So that's when we're talking. We're talking monthly pay-per-views. We're talking Arsenio Hall still having a daytime or a nighttime TV show, excuse me. And Bill Clinton was only 2 years into his presidency, and Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis were still the hottest thing. The PlayStation, the Xbox weren't even thought of yet. Maybe the PlayStation. But you know what? The Macho Man is digressing here, and I do that because I'm the cream of the crop. I get so much going on in this mind of mine. I can't help but all think about it at the same time and say it at the same time. Okay, Ben? So bear with me. But yes, the bottom line is this Clemson team's going to be dangerous. They're going to want to spoil our NY6 opportunities here because we have a chance. We have a chance to win, get to the big bowl game and win it. So, yeah, so much at stake here for the Irish when it comes to momentum for this program, man.
Yeah, I mean, this, in my opinion, this is the most dangerous 4-4 team Notre Dame has probably ever faced in the history of its program with Clemson. The numbers are low for Clemson compared to some of the years that we've seen them going for titles, but you hit the nail on the head. You know, this is a team that has nothing to lose going up against a team that has everything to lose. And Notre Dame cannot take Clemson lightly the way they took Louisville lightly. You know, the Ohio State loss was a battle of two teams, and both teams, you know, you can make a case deserve to win that game. But when you go into a game like Louisville, you can't sleepwalk, and that's what we did. We can't sleepwalk against Clemson. We have to treat Clemson like they're Ohio State, like they're Southern Cal, and we have to put the pedal to the metal in this game. Hartman's got some stuff to clean up. You know, 2 interceptions yesterday against the Pitt Panthers. One of them, one of the interceptions, you know, I wouldn't really put on Hartman. The other one, I will. You know, but our numbers speak for themselves. Audric Estime is literally 100 yards away from 1,000-yard rushing season. That's absolutely incredible. You know, Hartman could potentially, depending on what he does in these last 3 games, get to 3,000 yards passing. He's currently at 2,126. So it's going to be really interesting to see what Dabo Swinney and the Clemson Tigers bring to the table this coming Saturday night.
Well, I would say the safe bet is they're going to pull out all the stops, right? You know, that's what I did at WrestleMania 4 when I won the big tournament to win the WWF Heavyweight Championship of the world. So I would expect Dabo Swinney and his players to do the same thing. Same with his coaching staff. Throw out a bunch of stuff that we have not seen yet because they're going to want to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about some of those players, Ben. What do you say?
Yeah.
So every team always starts with its quarterback, Cade Klubnik. We've seen him a little bit before. He only played like 2 or 3 plays against us last year, and it wasn't that great. He threw a pick. Actually, I think they were both interceptions. One of those a return pick 6 for a touchdown. Yeah. And that was by the one and only Benjamin Morrison. Yeah. But let's look at his numbers for this season. 188 of 294, 1,947 yards, so he's 53 yards short of 2,000. 13 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, but he's been sacked 16 times, and that's a huge, huge stat right there. Wouldn't you say so, Ben?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I would say so, too. He's very sack prone, which says a lot about the offensive line, that they can be penetrated, and you can get through and get their quarterback.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that's something that our defense has to key in on, is the fact that the pressure's got to be ramped up, and we got to make Cade Klubnik make mistakes if we want to win this football game.
Oh, absolutely. And don't get the wrong idea. This 4-4 Clemson team, they have some weapons to work with as far as the other skill positions go. Their running game, Will Shipley, we all know about him. But right behind him, who is just as dangerous as Phil Mata. Maffa. I don't have my reading glasses on. I'm sorry. Okay, but Shipley, 515 yards, 4.6 yards a carry, and 3 touchdowns. Maffa, however you pronounce it, 439 yards and 8 touchdowns on the ground. Or is that 6? Let me see for sure. I'm sorry, 6 touchdowns. Again, I don't have my reading glasses on, and I'm wearing sunglasses in the house. Can you believe it? What am I doing here? No reading glasses, only sunglasses, but you can't wear both, okay? So 6 touchdowns, Macho Man is sorry, but his is good for 6 yards a carry. We need to shut this down, Ben. That Irish defense, that front 7, they need to shut this down.
Yep. Yeah, we got to, I mean, Al Golden has to ramp up the pressure. We got to shut Shipley down. We know what he does. We know what Bo Collins does, as a receiver. This is time to clean some stuff up and lock some stuff down because this is not Pittsburgh that we're playing.
No, and we're coming into their house and tell me, when is Death Valley not a tough place to play in?
Yep.
Really,
It is. It is. I'm sorry. It is very tough. Yes. There's a reason that it's called Death Valley. So, yeah, but overall, Notre Dame has a good chance, if they play right, to have a good game against Clemson, but they got to play right. They got to be focused. They got to not commit penalties, not commit stupid mistakes. Got to win the turnover battle. We won the turnover battle against Pitt. Five turnovers against them. That was very, very good, especially after they got 2 turnovers very quickly in that opening portion of the game. But yeah, it's going to be a really interesting time. So without further ado, I think it is score prediction time. And
oh yeah, favorite part of the video, man. Can't wait to do this, but I want to make one thing very clear. Clemson, something to point out, of their 4 losses, they were in 3 of those 4 games. Duke was the only one that got away from them pretty badly.
Yeah. Yep. And even then, that score doesn't really show how close of a game that was. So,
well, you might have a point there. I didn't watch the game. Okay, give me a break.
So
if you don't give me a break, I'll break you.
So, what is your score prediction, Macho Man?
Well, considering that I love the Fighting Irish in Notre Dame, they are the cream of the crop. 2 losses that they had this season. Both should have been victories, in my opinion, but you can't change the past now, can you? So we're coming off of 2 big wins here. One over against USC. That was the big momentum booster. We carried that over to Pittsburgh yesterday. Got the job done in dominant fashion. Only 1 quarter that we didn't dominate that game, and that was the first, right? So the way I see it is this, man. Irish are coming into a tough environment. 4-14, but as we established, that part doesn't matter. This is still Clemson. They're looking to play spoiler for our season, knock us out of the NY6 chances, all right? So we come in, we play hard. Sam Hartman, I like the kid. He's a good kid. He had the Macho Man beard for a while. Well, he shaved it off. I don't know why he shaved it off, because it's always cool to have a beard. You know what I mean? But I will say this. If the stars can align and Hartman can not make stupid mistakes, not force stuff, I like Notre Dame's chances in this game. But of course, you expect the Macho Man to say that, because I am the cream of the crop and the stars are aligned. I'm going to say Notre Dame wins this one 35-21. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I dig it. I think this will be a mirror image game of Clemson's previous game, and I say Notre Dame 24, Clemson 17.
Oh, so you're giving us a heart attack game there, Ben. I see. Yeah. So
it's Death Valley, it's Clemson. They're going to be angry. We get out, we survive, but it's going to be a close game.
I wish it wouldn't be, okay?
I hope so too. I hope we blast them and just
because I don't need a heart attack here, okay? So don't be doing that. But all right, whatever happens, I just want to come out with the win, okay, Macho Man? Yeah. That's all he cares about at the end.
Survive in advance.
Yes. If we get through this game with a victory, I really like our chances of an NY6 bowl bid even more.
Yeah.
Because of these last 3 games, in my opinion, that is the toughest team remaining on our schedule of the 3 remaining, because we got Clemson next week, then Wake Forest and Stanford, and hands down Clemson's the toughest.
Yeah.
So we get through this, the NY6 is looking more clear. Now, of course, one thing to pay attention to is I didn't see where we were in the AP rankings today, Ben, but the big one is coming this Halloween night, this Tuesday night, the first college football Football Playoff Selection Show. That's going to tell us everything we need to do going forward and what needs to happen for the NY6 Bowl bid for the Fighting Irish in Notre Dame.
Yeah. That's the only rankings that matter is the playoffs. And that tells us where we're going, and we have to focus on that, and everything else is just noise. So
now I want to ask you one quick question before we wrap this up. Now, you and Sean can do a video about this another time when he gets back here to the show from taking his break or whatever the lazy slacker's doing right now. But if the Irish make an NY6 bowl, the 3 best bowl opportunities that we have, peach, cotton, fiesta. Orange might be too much of a stretch. I mean, I would love to see that, but I think it's too much of a stretch. Now, do you have a particular bowl that you would like to see Notre Dame go to in the NY6 with the available options that we have?
I wouldn't mind the peach. I think the peach would be a lot of fun. And then, obviously we just got to win it and show the world who Notre Dame football really is.
The Peach Bowl is one that we've never played in before, so that'd be pretty cool. And of course, I like peach cobbler, so it's 2 and 2 going together. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
And one last thing I want to say too. Hopefully he sees this is Mike Goolsby. I shouldn't say you and Sean had him on because the Macho Man wasn't there. Mike Goolsby, thank you for coming on the Two Irish Brothers show. And it was awesome to have you. And remember, Goolsby, I am the cream of the crop. The stars are aligned. It's wrestling time. Yeah. That's the best I could come up with, so give me a break, okay?
Well, that's a perfect stopping point, Macho Man. So if you like this video, please smash that like button down below, hit the subscribe tab, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a thing. And as we always say, I'm Benjamin Walters.
And I am the Macho Man, Randy Savage, filling in for Sean Moriarty.
Have a great day. God bless. And go Irish.
And a happy Halloween as well. Remember, kids, have your parents check your treats. Oh, yeah. And go Irish.